Hello everybody, this is Joni, and I have made something for you tonight that I hope that you really like. I don't know if you all recall, a few weeks ago I had these little birds in one of my halls, and there was a yellow one and a blue one and a pink one. And so I was looking yesterday for something to make, and I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. And I also bought these little bird nests with the eggs in there. And then I also showed these little trees with the eggs on them. So I walked in one of my bedrooms in there, and I saw this cloche sitting there, and I have never used it. I always just sat it in the bedroom, and it had some kind of a flower in it that I didn't particularly care for, and that's why I just sat it in the bedroom and forgot about it. Well, after I went in there and saw it, I thought, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the flower out of it and fix it for my birds. So I brought it in here, and I don't know if you all were watching me back then or not, but I had another container that the top of it, the entire top of it was open, and you could also enter it from the front. And I took it and made a little tree and things in it and put moss in it. And that's basically what I did for this one. I just had my top off, and I took a piece of the Oasis and cut it about, probably about 2 inches thick. And then I glued it down with the glue, and then I covered it with moss. And it had been the moss. I was just using things from things that I had prior to this. I had put moss around my mailbox that I made at one time for a DIY. And I saw that moss, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to take that moss and cover the Oasis, and then I'll be able to put my trees down in there. So I took two, let's see, there's three branches of the little trees that have the eggs on them. And I just put them together and held them together. And I didn't glue them or anything, and I didn't put any tape or anything around them. I just held them, and the way it looks, they look a little bit like they wound just a nudge around each other, but just enough to make it look realistic, really. And so I just stuck those three prongs of the eggs down in there with the little tree they were on, and it made a beautiful tree. And if you were close enough, you could see it. I might try holding it up and let you see. See, you can see how the tree looks like it's sort of wound around each other, the limbs, not the limbs, but the base of it. And and this keeps scooting over a little bit because I've got it so full that it's scooting a little bit on me. But then I went ahead and put the little birds in, and they had little flowers under their feet when I got them. So that's not anything that I did, but I did add the yellow and a few pink in there. But then I just sat them in there, and I didn't want to put a lot of glue on them because I thought that I might want to break this down after Easter and put something else in it. But it's so pretty, I would hate to break it down. But here's the little bird's nests, and they have little feathers in them too. There's a little brown one, and here's a brown one. And I just sort of put them as if each one of them happened to be looking the other direction, in the opposite direction. So I have two of the little bird's nests in there. And like I say, I had three, but I had to remove the one because it was just too full, and it wasn't wanting to close really well enough for me. So that's what I did for the Easter Cloche DIY, and I got the egg tree at Michael's, and I believe I also bought the birds at Michael's, and they were sitting all perched on a piece of paper together. And then I had the moss, and I got the little nests. I'm pretty sure that I got that at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And so that's where it all came from. And then I have had this cloche for probably maybe 2.5 years, something like that. And I had never used it, just sat in the back bedroom and didn't pay any attention to it. And till I saw it sitting in there yesterday. And I came in and fixed that last night, and then I've been working feverishly on some papers that I have to take care of tomorrow. And but it didn't take me long to fix this at all. It probably took me about 15 minutes, I would say, to get it all fixed, because I had everything gathered up, and everything went together so smoothly. And when your things move smoothly, it helps quite a bit. But I thought that you might like it, and I hope that you would. And I've been getting all of your... I'm staying pretty well up on answering your comments. But I got tickled the other night. I was in there trying to answer them, and the words were going together, and I'm having so much trouble with some of the names. If it's just not a little simple name, you know, I have to look. I have to get my magnifying glass down and look and make sure I'm getting the letters correctly. And I hope that I have been getting them correctly so far. But I'm getting ready to make my next project tomorrow, I guess. And so I'll see what I can do with it. But I thought this would be really cute for Easter, with all the little flowers and the birds and the nests and everything, and the eggs. But I guess that I'll let you go, and you guys take care. And oh, have you ever seen such a thing in your days? This is a tie string, and it came loose a while ago. And have you ever tried to tie a string, a tassel on your own sleeve? It's a lot of fun, I can tell you that. And it looks really good when you get through with it too, as you guys can see. But I guess that I will say goodnight, and I'm going to go and put my pajamas on and sort of just kick back and rest tonight, and then tomorrow, good Lord's will, I'll get up and fix my next project that I have planned for you, and I hope that you like it. And I'm really happy that you have liked the ones that I've been doing and everything. And my little hen, everyone seemed to like her and everything. And I loved that basket that she was sitting in. And the first time I ever bought a rooster was when we first moved in this house. And I don't remember where we were, but we were out looking at things, and I saw this rooster, and it was just natural colored. It wasn't, it was a beige color. And I told Tanya, I said, I love that rooster. I'm going to buy it. And she just looked at me sort of, you sure you want to buy that, Mom? And I said, I really do like that. So I brought it home and I sat down in there in the dining room. And he has been in there on one of my windowsills or in one of my corners of the room ever since. And now that they have become so popular, I bought the chickens, and I'm going to be able now to bring my rooster out and let him go with the chickens that I bought. I've bought 2 of those now, and I really do like them. I just think the world of them. And I don't know what color I'm going to use for my table, though. I'm debating on that. I'm sort of leaning toward that black and white check. I love that color this year. It's so pretty. And I think that's what I'm sort of leaning toward. That or a real pretty blue. A blue would go with my kitchen better. But I guess I'll find something out before it comes time to put it up. But I guess that I'll let you guys go, and you all, if you like this, give it a big, big, big thumbs up. And then if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And we'll try to have a lot more fun and hear a lot more stories and things like that. And so I will talk with you guys later. And don't forget that I love you a bushel and a peck, as the saying is, and a hug around the neck. And don't forget, God loves you much, much more than that. So I'll talk with you guys later. Good night.